Welcome back to another episode of Sailing Excelsior. This week we finally cross the South African border and successfully make landfall in Richards Bay, where we spend the next 10 days checking out the sights around town, and our mates from Nandji, Yosh, Bon and Tallulah, jump in a hire car with us and head inland with the Cruising Kiwis in tow for the safari adventure of a lifetime. All before fueling up the boat and reprovisioning, and then setting sail once more for Durban, inching ever closer to Africa's infamous wild coast. So come and run away with us as we explore South Africa's Richards Bay.
So I said, hey, don't you wanna come and run away with me? Hey, won't you come and sit by our chest? Don't you want a man who fully understands? A sailor's heart.
This week's adventure starts as we enter the port of Richards Bay and cautiously make our way up the river out of the rolling and windswept Mozambique Channel to the quarantine dock. Here we await the South African officials to clear us into the country. Upon arrival, Port Health, Customs and Immigration attend your vessel, and after checking all of our paperwork, grant us a 3-month visa absolutely free. We're also treated to a bit of a surprise by Natasha, who is one of the brilliant volunteers working for Asasa. As we reach the calm water of the harbour, the crew gets busy preparing the fenders and dock lines, which prevent Excelsior from moving and protect her from bashing into the large concrete wall that is the international quarantine dock. Although you're supposed to do it much earlier, this is typically when I go to the mast and raise our South African courtesy flag and yellow quarantine flag, announcing that we are a vessel arriving from international waters. Motoring our way through the port, you can't help but stare at the enormous carrier ships outside the harbour and tied to the docks. The whole crew is always drawn to the foredeck when arriving in a foreign country, and the excitement is palpable, while taking in the smells, sights and sounds of a whole new country. As we arrived at the dock, we chose to take the windward side, steering Excelsior side on and allowing the wind to simply push her against the dock. With the fenders and lines in place, we were tied up and secure in no time. Packing the sails and sheets away, it was time to relax and unwind. But not before receiving an amazing little surprise from Natasha. So we just cleared into Richards Bay. Immigration came and did their thing and signed off. And then Natasha, who is the local agent here, who sort of handles the boats between the government officials, she just turned up with a little gift for Sarah. Look at this. Some KFC. She saw our little post on Instagram saying that we had a fanging for KFC, and when she came to meet us, she turned up with a bucket of chicken. What an amazing one.
I read in Dave Grohl's book Storyteller that apparently champagne and KFC are like epic.
Yeah.
So we got to give it a try.
Give it a crack. Have a look at these little vultures. What are you waiting for? What do you want?
The thing.
You want what?
Food.
The thing. Brodie wants the thing. The chicken.
I want popcorn chicken. I want a big bucket of popcorn.
Hey man, think yourself lucky we got this. We're still in quarantine, so that's amazing. Natasha, if you're watching, thank you so much. That's really kind of you. Thank you. The next morning we started the process of checking in. And while the officials attended Nandji, we were lucky enough to babysit Marley Dog once more, as the local customs agents are actually terrified of dogs.
And went straight to the kitchen like, where's my yellowfin, bitch?
He knows what's up. Oh well, so we nearly finished check-in. The Kiwis have done their immigration. Nandji's just getting theirs done now, and then we all just wait for customs. As soon as customs comes in, Shaman S, our buddy boat from Asia, they're organising berths over there for us, so we should just be able to leave the quarantine dock and go straight around and pick up a berth, which would be awesome. Because we're all running desperately low on water. We've all got piles of laundry. We all need bits and pieces, and
We all need a good shower.
we all need a good shower. Oh, Can you smell Sarah through the bloody camera?
Brodie yachty.
So yeah, we're actually really looking forward to getting over to the marina and catching up with all our friends too, who are all sitting there. It's going to be a bit of a big occasion. Our liver might not be so happy with us tomorrow. Anyway.
Speak for yourself.
Speak for yourself, mate. I've seen you drink, it's terrifying. God, you must be a country girl. Hey, 2 bottles of rum on your own. It's just ridiculous, Sarah.
I'd die if I
2
drank
bottles of rum, and then she gets into a punch-up, and she drives a car, and... Sarah completed our paperwork, and with a stamp and a smile we were checked in. Now it was time to try the famous bunny chow from the restaurant behind the Q dock, a rite of passage for sailors arriving in Richards Bay.
So this is a traditional dish from Durban that's an Indian South African curry in a loaf of bread, and it's called a bunny chow, or they just call it a bunny, and we're going to tuck into it. The verdict, Brode?
Sensational.
Sensational. That's the gravy from the meat, and the curry's got potato and mutton, and the bread is so fluffy, and you dip it in the gravy. Deliciousness.
That's good.
So the old bunny chow's good? Oh yeah. So we're checked in, cleared customs and immigration.
Yeah, man. It's easy.
And we're on the way to
All
the
done.
marina.
We got our bunny chow, sure. What's it called?
Bunny chow.
Bunny chow. We got our bunny chow. Nearly blew my head off. Thanks,
Yeah.
Jordo. The gypsy, he never even told us how spicy it was. And then he killed me. I think I had hiccups, I had snot coming out of my nose and I had eyes watering. So, thanks for that, mate.
Wasn't that spicy? Brodie and I ate it.
It was for me. He killed me. A short motor around the corner saw us arrive at Zululand Yacht Club, where our buddies on Shamaness caught our lines and helped us tie up. The very next morning we wasted no time in hiring a car with the Nandji crew and setting off on a safari adventure. The Cruising Kiwis, also up for some fun, jumped in a car as well, following us north in search of the Big Five. But before even leaving the car park, the shenanigans started when Yosh decided to test the sense of humour of the Kiwis' German guest. Yosh is just going to hide the Kiwis' car on him. Don't leave your car running around, Yosh.
They're going to be like, where did it go? It's going to fuck us somewhere.
I reckon you should have parked it between 2 trees.
Like all the way up there.
Safari time, yeehaw!
Safari time!
Yeehaw!
When you give us a deadline, you can expect us to be at least an hour later.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You moved the car.
Waiting.
Who?
You are so funny.
What are you doing?
Did you guys move the car?
Just seeing what the sense of humour's like.
See his first reaction, he's sort of like,
Did you move the car? Loved it. I've said it a million times that Rob will be late to his own funeral, and true to his form, he was the last one running madly up the gangway, but in good spirits and excited for the trip ahead.
here we go. Here we go.
Here comes the 60-year-old
He's still got it. He's still got it.
This is insane.
Only an hour up the highway and we arrive in the town of St Lucia, famous for its hippopotamus that casually walk up the road and warthogs that graze the town's grassy lawns. It was here in St Lucia that our adventure begins with a riverboat cruise up the Hluhluwe River, where wild hippos are free to roam and swim as they please. It wasn't long before our guide keenly spotted a Nile crocodile, which is said to be somewhat rare to see. Though not quite as big as the crocs we have at home, the colours were spectacular.
Hippos! It's a boy! Hippos! This is how you safari.
After an obligatory beer and a beautiful cruise up the river, which took just over an hour, we finally found what we'd come to see. Confronted with multiple bloats of hippos, our safari adventure was off to a pretty bloody good start. Hippos on the right, hippos on the left. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Oh my god. Holy shit. Whoa. Completely unfazed by our presence, the stoke on board was real. And to be honest, getting this close and personal with Africa's most dangerous animal was a little bit intimidating. That's insane. You're in trouble. We're in trouble.
Wow.
Center, yeah, where they call Croc Center. We go there and collect something here.
Okay, bros. Put your head in there.
No, I think I'll pass.
So we just finished the hippo tour, and apparently we're doing a bombing competition. So these guys are having a big old chin wag right now about hippos as well. So this is going to get rowdy, I think, for the next few days. It's going to be very interesting. As we arrived back in town for dinner, we stumbled across these incredible Zulu performers who put on one hell of a show for the diners. Before we got home that night, Yosh made me stop the car for the biggest snail we'd ever seen.
Snail. That is a big foot.
You don't have to say it. The next day, we were up bright and early to start our self-drive safari of Imfolozi and Hluhluwe National Parks.
Here we are at Hluhluwe Imfolozi Park. So,
Pickles this.
warning sign, elephants,
cheetahs.
leopards, rhinos, buffalo, lions.
Morning, mate.
Good
Good,
morning.
how are you? No. Wouldn't know how to use it. Thanks, man. Have a good day. We hadn't been in the gate more than 5 minutes and there were animals both sides of the road. Then Yosh yelled at me to stop the car, screaming, "Jaguar!" while Benita snapped some incredible pictures of a lone cheetah climbing down his tree and running off into the scrub. The car we'd hired, a Mercedes Sprinter van, had the cool feature of being able to open the two side doors wide, and with the girls, Sarah and Bond, safely strapped in, they were able to get some of the most incredible photos throughout the day.
Wow, you're so beautiful. So unique. Look at these zebras, Layla. Like yours. Yeah.
The mountainous and lush terrain was completely unexpected, and if you looked carefully, there were animals in almost every inch of this park. At some point in the morning, we decided to take a small side road to see where it went, stumbling across a herd of rhino mulling around in a muddy pond. We took the opportunity to hop out of the car, keeping a safe distance, and photograph these beauties who were completely and absolutely unfazed by our presence.
Thanks, how to go it in.
After photographing and watching the rhinos for nearly an hour, it was time to head up the road to the designated braai pit to cook up some lunch and chat about what we'd already seen.
Here have like they have this hand brake and they have to rock for the hand brake.
Yeah.
Because it was wind, so it's so Robert do he so oh what's this button?
Oh yeah.
I
While
said,
you were driving?
No, why are you looking for
After a quick bite to eat, we were off again, quickly stumbling across this waterhole where we saw warthog, buffalo, rhino and wildebeest, all enjoying a roll around in the mud. As the day was coming to an end, we found ourselves having to stop the car for a herd of giraffe to cross the road in front of us, making their way to the acacia trees for a quick feed.
Sorry.
Then it was a troop of cheeky but very photogenic baboons that found themselves in the camera's lens. Then, when we thought we'd seen it all, we just thought we'd fang down the road and go and check out some elephants. Have a look at this. Rhinos in the middle of the road.
Separating. They kind of move.
Wait, babe, I'm not in the car.
This is ridiculous. If that big fella would move, I could scoot through.
Oh, look at their bottoms. That's so cute.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 rhinos.
That's a whole heap of rhino blood.
Yeah. It's just insane. Absolutely insane. Today, since we've been in this park, it's just been absolutely overwhelming. I was not expecting to see as many animals as what we have, and you know, to get as close as what we have, it's just been phenomenal. So Imfolozi and Hluhluwe is just, they are all time, and the sad part is we probably only paid about $200 to get in here compared to the couple of thousand we spent up north, which was still an incredible experience, but you know, bang for buck, this is going to be pretty hard to beat. And for these guys, first time on safari, they have just had an absolute cracker of a day.
This is insanity. I'm just sitting here like talking to you, looking at 6 rhino butts.
Unbelievable.
Are you kidding me?
Started the day with cheetahs and buffalo and rhino and you name it. It's just been incredible.
Pretty cool. Pretty awesome, huh?
He hasn't moved an inch, the other guy. He's just,
Statue.
he's staunch.
That's right, I'll just keep.
That big one does not want to go anywhere. It's like, you know.
After about 30 minutes, and the rhinos not budging an inch, we retreated and called it a day. Everyone in awe of what we'd seen throughout the 9 hours in the park, leaving us with memories for the rest of our life.
So the joys of going to scrubland and safari parks is you might end up with ticks, and we only got out the car a few times to go to the toilet, but yep.
Could have picked it up in the car.
Got that baby. Yeah, if it crawled in, I guess.
Check the other.
Might have fallen off a tree or something. Fun.
Oh, you got it.
So you got to get their head out. That's the most important part. So you need tweezers, because if you leave the head in there, you can get an infection.
Chuck it in the water and give it to the fish.
Bloody tick, here, throw it to the fish. On our last night, we were invited up to the yacht club and presented with a bottle of champagne as a thank you and congratulations for making it to South Africa. The hospitality of Zululand Yacht Club is something we won't soon forget.
We'd just like to welcome you to our club and thank you for coming to visit. We really appreciate it, and it's just a gesture to say welcome to our club, ZRC. And yeah,
First, we'd like to call that Excelsior.
that's the naughty one.
The naughty
Speech.
Tell us where you're from, your journey,
Yeah, so
Richards Bay to ZYC.
Sure. We are from Australia, Brisbane originally, and it's been 3 years in the making. Brisbane to Indonesia, where we spent 12 months. Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand. We spent a while in Sri Lanka, the Maldives, and then we made the big jump. We left the Maldives and sailed straight to Tanzania. So 2,500 miles, and we hit the African coast, and oh mate, we're back. This has been absolutely fantastic. Love it. And South Africa so far has just been an absolute gem. So thank you so much for the welcome. Everyone here, even all the locals have been just out of this world friendly. So yeah, appreciate it. Thanks very much. Cheers. Ciao, mate. Thank you.
Thank you.
That day, Brodie and Ivan from the Cruising Kiwis entered the local Topaz sailing regatta as a team and well and truly carried the torch for the 2 Pacific nations over the 5 races, coming up with great results. What boats we on?
Topaz.
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 Yeah.
Yeah, right. What's it got? Has it got a heady and a main, or what has it got?
We were running a mainsail and a jib.
Yeah, right. And you and Ivan from the Cruising Kiwis.
Yep.
How many races?
5.
And how many did you win?
4 wins, 1 second.
Yeah, the Aussie boys.
We ran it wing
Oh,
on
actually,
wing.
you're an Aussie. He's a Kiwi, but
Yeah. We called it Team AK.
Team AK.
Yeah,
Aussie
Team
Kiwi.
Australian Kiwi.
So you guys won 4 out of 5, and where'd you come in the 5th one?
Hey, second.
Second.
Yeah, like close to.
Well done, man. I got the drone up and I was filming you boys, so that was sick.
We tried to run it head, like we tried to run it wing on wing for the drone, but you left before you could.
Oh, so you did see me?
Yeah.
I wish you'd have waved to me because I couldn't pick which one of you guys were.
No. We ran it wing on wing, like all the way. The Kiwis got it on film.
Really?
Yeah. We ran it wing on wing down to them.
Well done, bro. Good
It was
job.
sick.
That's awesome. Now you got dishes to do.
What? I didn't do them.
It's your go.
No, I did them last.
Dishes, mate. Congratulations on your win.
I did them last.
It's your turn. On the morning of departure, Sarah and Rachel went for one last stroll to the waterfront, and then it was time, begrudgingly, to say goodbye to Richards Bay.
So we're just leaving Zululand Yacht Club. Thanks everyone at Zululand, and especially Natasha, for making us feel so welcome. It was so nice to arrive into South Africa here at Richards Bay, and we had a fabulous time. So thanks for having us. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and comment if you've enjoyed this episode. Join us next week as we head south for Durban.